Yeah, what up, everybody? How y'all doing? This is your boy Food Junkie, just coming at you with a little bit of video. You know, just coming here. I'm finishing up this project I was working on that I showed you guys a quick little sketch of. I'm finishing that up. Letting it dry and things like that. Got to do some cleanup on it and some sealing of it and stuff like that. Just making sure that everything is everything. But I wanted to show you guys something a little bit more than just beefing. Although this is the beef sector, whatever, you know what I'm saying. And while we do get into disagreements, but that happens in every sector, happens in all sectors. This sector is not special about that. This sector is not. We don't have the monopoly on people arguing back and forth and fighting with each other and tussling and things of that nature. It's just that somehow people over here think that they're unique, they're rare, they're more than just actually what they are, which is, you know what I'm saying? We all are just people running through the world surviving. And I understand people over here wants to beef. They want the back and forth. They want the arguing. They want everything to be everything. But the reality of the situation is, it's so much more to life than just beefing. What's up, Parade baby? How you doing? There's so much more, and you know, everyone likes to say, "Well, there's so much talent over here. There's so much talent." I don't see it. Years ago, I had a hashtag that I started. I had a contest actually of where's the talent, and no one entered besides one person, and that was Cakes by Tanya. Y'all know her as the Hood Table. You know what I'm saying? She's talented. She's an artist. She's a baker. She's extremely talented as far as what she can do, take off side of YouTube and make money off of it. And that's what I look for. And when I show you guys certain things that I do, that I've done, um, other than just the beefing aspect, the argument aspect was not the back and forth aspect of who I am. Everything that I've shown you guys, I take off of here or I bring onto here because I made money off of it. When I say talent, and I say a lot of people on here are not talented, I know y'all be like, oh, they're talented because they have a quick tongue, they have a quick mouth, what's that? But how does that translate into dollars and cents outside of YouTube? It really doesn't. But what I do, how I say I'm different than most people, the majority of you guys on here, is because everything that I have shown you guys, from the cooking aspect, from the designing aspect to the sketching aspect, even me being silly was not. I take all those things and make money from it offside of here. And this is the project that I've been working on. Like I said, it's finished up right now. I'm just letting it dry and things of nature. What I did is I put the sketch that I had, the little idea that I had on it, so y'all can see how I translate things into what I want it to be. How when I say I'm different, it don't mean I'm better than. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people think that way or have told me previously and recently that I think I'm better than people. Well, no, if that's how you think about me was not, that's how you feel about me. That has nothing to do with me. But what I'm going to do also is explain this piece of artwork as well. And with this one piece right here, I came up with a whole series of things that I can create, sell, put on t-shirts, put posters, all of that stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? This is how I work. So this right here is artwork right here. Y'all remember this right here, the sketch I showed you? So that's the sketch I just came up with in the middle of the night, you know what I'm saying? And this is the actual piece right here. It is 24 by 48. I used twine. As you can see, the big ball of twine right there, and a big thing of glue. That's what I use to create this piece of artwork. And this piece of artwork is actually called Connection. The whole series that I came up with is called Relationships. And it can be relationships with yourself, relationships with another person. It could be a romantic relationship, or it could be a friendship type of relationship. As you see, let me explain it was not. It takes two to have a relationship. It has to be somewhere where you begin each person. And in order for it to be a relationship, whatever, it has to come together at some point in time. But as you can see, while both ends of the artwork is similar, they're not the same. You don't have to be the same in order for you to be in a relationship with someone else. You don't have to be the exact same person, have the exact same ideas, or think the same way. But you have to have similar ideas. You have to have similarities somewhere along these lines. Because each one of these things, you can see this right here. Each one of these pieces of rope is this thin. You can see it's that thin. So I had to glue each individual piece of rope down, make sure that it's steady, make sure that it's sturdy. It's like a connection. Even doing this painting right here, or this piece of artwork right here, is about patience, understanding how to create something, how to maneuver through the process to get the finished product, which is this artwork. Just like a relationship. This is called connection. You don't always think the same. You don't always move the same. You don't always have the same understanding of things. But it has to be that patience that you have. It has to be that ability to sit down and concentrate on what the finished goal is. You have to want it. You have to be able to grow and move and maneuver and do the things you need to do in order for you to complete the process, in order for you to have a standing, long lasting relationship. And at some point, it all comes together. At some point, it all comes together. Everyone's screaming about, oh, well, your numbers are low, your numbers, baby, my numbers is where they need to be. Because the numbers that matters is the number that matters. This piece of artwork is going to be hung up in our bedroom. And the other pieces of artwork that I'm going to make with this can be, well, it's going to be hung up into our bedroom as well. But the process of me doing it, the process of me having it replicated, the process of having me having it put on a poster or put it on a whatever T-shirt or whatever the case may be, is there. The meaning is there. See, that's where how I'm different. Coming on here arguing, fussing, and fighting with people was not. It's cute for a moment. It's cute for a taste. It's never good for a swallow. And a lot of y'all have swallowed it whole. A lot of y'all have become so accustomed and so used to coming on here fussing, fighting, and that's all you show of yourselves, that you've lost yourselves in that. You lost who you are. You lost who you were. You lost all the things that you said when you first got on here that was, quote unquote, your talent. It's okay to have one person in your chat. It's okay to have all that was not, if this is not something that you are depending on wholeheartedly, full force, was not to pay your way. This truly is a hobby for me. This right here is what I do. I'm creative. I'm a creator. And me talking about my creation is the content. Love me or hate me, like me or dislike me, I really don't care, because nothing that anyone can do and or say on here will stop me from doing this. Can stop me from doing this. Can stop me from being creative. I don't need to be around a bunch of people to feel like I'm somebody, to feel like I'm worth it, to be part of the cool kids. You know how crazy that sounds to someone like myself who is actually creative and who actually do things, who actually a have the creativity and the fortitude to not only sketch out a quick little thing in his head, but make it come true. Have the ability to have a vision, to see something, to see whatever, and work out the process to create something that people will want, that people will like, that people will buy, spend money on because they know that you spent time putting it together. It's not done yet. I still got to clean it up around the edges and get rid of some grid lines and stuff like that I can see. But the reality of it is, this right here is what I'm proud of. This right here can offset the moments on here when I'm cussing and fussing and screaming and yelling at y'all. Or when I used to do that, I should say. The fact that when you come onto my channel, not only do you see the foolishness that I used to do, I say that I'm creative. So that's what I show as well. Let me show you the creativity. Let me show you the process. Let me show you how I went from a sketch to actual art. That's where the content comes in at. The content isn't what someone else is doing, who someone else is seeing, who someone else is licking and lapping on. Do I hear it? Yeah. I heard about the wet booty situation, sleeping on the couch, whatever. That's not entertaining to me. That's not even funny to me. It's crazy to me that a bunch of adults who say they're sane, who say that they're not into, I'll go ahead and say it, pedophile type behavior, but that's a lot of stuff that you guys worry about on here. A lot of y'all on here worry about stuff involving around pedophilia and porn and disgusting type of behavior. What's up, Deanna, baby? How you doing, sweetheart? It's crazy to me how we have all this talent, let y'all tell it, but yet no one is willing to show what their talent actually is. We all can cuss. We all have proven that. We all can talk mess about each other. We have proven that. We all could be in somebody else's business. We have proven that. We all have docked someone at some point in time, be it by accident or be it by purpose. We have proven that. Prove that you have talent outside of those negative things. Show me. Thank you. Appreciate it. Show me, show yourself that you can bring something onto these YouTube streets that can actually make you money off the YouTube streets. Show me where you can take what you do and show on here to make money off of it. Y'all keep saying you have a show. Can your show go on the road, or is your show just condensed to this small sector of YouTube called the beef sector? If you take your exact show on the road, who's coming to watch that? No one knows about Lemon. No one knows about me. No one knows about Deanna. No one knows about James. No one knows about Pizarro. No one knows about these people on in the characters in your show. Your audience is so small, so minute that it's impossible for you to have longevity while you're running the show. Right. I watch shows on TV. I watch shows in real life. I'm entertained by those things. A lot of y'all who you call shows and this and third, I'm disgusted by it. I'm saddened by it. It boggles my mind because it doesn't make sense, because I'm thinking, how do that translate into money? Real money. You know, I understand you get a cash app, you get a super chat, you get a Google AdSense check, what's not. But all the ones who's bragging about how much money they make on here are the exact same ones who's on here showing their ass the most and hopes to get the most views, because they need that money in order for it to be successful or lucrative, as they say. but you're still behind on your bills. You still need money for food for the holidays. You still need money for gifts. You still need money for hot water heaters and transmissions and things of that nature. So how lucrative can it be for you? I used to ask this question when I first got on here. What is your morals worth? How much would you sell your soul for? And y'all sell y'all souls for pennies on the dollar. Show us, show yourself, prove to yourself. Because I don't say don't show me, because I really don't. I don't only watch like a handful of people. Else not, and I keep forgetting to mention a couple people that I may tune into, but it's not a regular thing. Show us, show yourself that you can do more than what you're doing. That you can make, and people are like, oh, I'll show my real life. Why not? This is my real life. When I say I could sell this, well, I won't sell this one, but I can replicate this and sell it and make money. I could put this design on a t-shirt and make money. I could make a poster of this and make money. That's part of my real life. That's why I'm not on here begging Peter to pay Paul, asking y'all to give me something. If something happens in my life where I need money, thank God I have talents to be able to do that. You know how many different ways I could hook this up right here? This is one design. I have about 12 different designs in the whole collection. You know how I could connect this design right here? This is Pride Month right now. I digitally take a photo of this, put it on a t-shirt with the Pride colors on it, and sell it for Pride with the same information, same name, connection. Have one side connected to the heterosexual world and the other side connected to the LGBTQIA world. See, when I say that, people, oh, you think you're smarter than people. No, baby, I just think differently than y'all do. I move differently than y'all do. This also be male and female. Have one color going into blue, one color going into pink in the middle. Was not. It comes up, you know what I'm saying? There's a connection. There are so many different ways where I could freak this one piece of artwork to make money off of it. I'm just saying, show me that. Show me where y'all can actually do more, freak more than what you bring on here. How can you freak a story about lemon on here and make money in the long run? To have you making residual income off that? How can you freak a story about somebody? Well, it's about somebody else on here that you talk about all the time. How are you freaking that to make real money off of that? What's up, Miss Queenie, baby? How you doing? What's up, Lotus Shop? How you doing, baby? That will give you residual income. That will have you make money in your sleep. This one design, I could freak 18 different ways. Thank you, baby. Appreciate it. So if you take this one design by the 18 different other, the 12 different other ideas I have with the same meaning about relationships in that series, you know how many different projects I will have that I can do, I can make money from, and freak a multitude of different ways. So when I say my little song, Undraggable, 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 baby, I can't be taken somewhere where I don't want to go. You can't drag me. You can cuss and fuss and get loud with me all day long. You can even you can even say that you cussed me out. But the reality of it is, I will still be me. I will still do what I do. I will still not lose a hair of sleep, a penny in my pocket. Because thank God He has blessed me with the creativity and the fortitude to do everything and to be anything that I want to be. You don't have to like it. You don't have to agree with it. You don't even have to like me. I don't care. When I first came on here, when I first realized that I was being seen or watched by people, I was getting off of work. I was in the stores shopping like I normally did when I got off work on weekends. Listening to Deanna when her and Dee was in Charleston, I think it was. And Dee was the one that was replicating how I act in my car. I don't give a fuck about this shit because I don't. I go to work. I'm creative. When I get an idea, I jot it down, do a little sketch on it, and I think about how to create the idea to make money from that idea. All the different ways that I can freak that one idea in order for me to make money from it. That's what I do. That's who I am. I don't worry about how I'm going to scheme and scam and use people in order for me to get something from them or to act for money from people without giving them a product. To give you something tangible in order for you to say, oh, yes, I gave him money, but yet, you know what I'm saying? This is what he gave me. This is what I've learned from him. This is what I got from him. And I said, oh, well, we're entertaining the people. Entertaining? Okay. Is that what you want to say? Creating. Exactly. That's why I'm happy I got. That's why I'm happy that I found a place and a space big enough for me to do everything that I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Still working on getting it together, but still, there's space for me to do large scale projects. There's places for me to create. And then from this twine was not, I came up with some string art ideas that I want to see how it works out and see what happens with that. There's always something in my mind that wants me and draws me to being creative. There's always something in my mind that I'm thinking about how can I be creative and how can this creativity make me money? So when I decide to stop working as hard as I work, I can focus on being creative. I can focus on the ideas that I have. I can sit back and not worry about it. And when I go to different people and say, oh, well, this is what I can do. This is how I can be creative. This is how I can be your art director. This is how I can do design. Was like, this is what I can come up with. I have different mediums that I can show them and show them from sketch form to large scale form. This idea, this concept can be put on a wall somewhere as a mural. This idea, this concept can be replicated for a mural, for a business, for a company as they walk in. Just like the tree I did with hot glue and painted the LGBTQIA colors. That concept could be replicated for a community center or for a business or for on a large scale form. I just have to change up the materials that I use. See, something more than just beefing. Something more than just coming on here cussing and fussing and screaming and yelling and doxing each other and talking about each other's personal business. Was not. Yeah, y'all know I do that. I does it well because I give a fuck about you. I really do. Because I can't care more about you than you care about yourself. I can't care more about you than you care about yourself. And the way majority of you act on here, it shows me that you have no anything about yourself or for yourself. So why should I? You come on here showing me the lowest form of who you are each and every day. You come on here showing us the lowest form of who you are each and every day. You come on here showing yourself and proving to yourself, and then you mad because we see it. People who know me will tell you I'm very observant. Very observant. You don't have to say anything to me. But when you do say something to me, oh, I know this. This is why this didn't happen. Oh, I know that. I knew that. That's why that's why this was going on. This is what was happening. The shop, you know I do, baby. I still will if I feel like it. So I still will. Because no one can do it the way I do it. Because I do it differently. I do it differently. Even with that, I do it differently. I do it differently. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But you know what? I love creating with hot glue, um, Miss Queenie. But I like all types of medium of being creative. Like I have glitter glue sticks. I have silver and gold. I have glitter, big glitter, small glitter. I have like I just like being creative. I like taking something, making something out of nothing. I really do. That's what I get off on. I get off on being creative. I get off on making sure that I am never going to be bored. My mind is always thinking about something, always moving about something like that. Oh, how can I turn this into that? I have a big bag of when we moved into here was not, we bought a lot of new stuff, whatever, and that came in boxes, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of pieces of furniture that we had to put together, stuff like that. And with that, I kept all the um little corner stops and corner guards and stuff for the furniture came in the boxes. Cause I'm going to create something out of that. What's up, Linda, baby? How you doing? I'm going to create something out of that. A piece of art. You know what I'm saying? It's in a nice little bag right underneath my little crafting area, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I can do that. It's like I said, I'm always thinking, I'm always moving and shaking, I'm always thinking about how I can be creative. And that could be, but that goes with the theme of connection. That's the name of this piece is called connection. That's the theme that could go with the theme as well because we are creating. Like oceans do connect people. Used to connect people back in the days when people used to only have the boats to go from one place to the other to what I'm saying, explore different places. Was that like that? It's like that. The word connection means so many different things. So many different people. You know, so it's like that. Whatever your interpretation of it, of the piece of art is, that's what art supposed to do. Art's supposed to make you think. Art's supposed to be interpretive. Was that how it makes you feel? If you feel like the emotions and things of the ocean, that's great. Not only do I have this piece of this twine right here, y'all see the other ones I'm working on right here when I finish, whatever, you know. But this thing, I have another big thing of twine like that. I also have two bolts of white cotton twine that I can dye and play with. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's like I don't mind investing in myself. And not one time have y'all heard me come on here and ask anyone for a donation to do what I want to do. That's another reason why I'm different than most people on here. When I come on here, I don't expect y'all to give me anything. I don't expect y'all to sponsor me for anything. If I choose to let y'all know what I want to do, I do a quick little video, show it to you, then I may show you the aftermath or the after product of it. But it's not y'all's job to do anything. I got it from Uline. Uline is a like a boxing shipping company that a lot of huge corporations use for their bulk products. Like you can find stuff like if you see something like this, you'll see that like in Sam's Club or stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like to do their boxes or packing stores and stuff like that. See, my creativity is endless and boundless. Is that's not subjected to what I have in front of me. Because when I did the sketch, I didn't know what I was going to do it out of. When I did this sketch, I know how I was going to create that image. I was going to paint it, but then it wouldn't have gave me the movement that I needed from it. I could have used a Sharpie and did it exactly how I did it right there. I could have used a dry paintbrush and did the same thing. I could have, ooh, see, when I tell you ideas come, I think I'm gonna do the same concept, you guys, but I'm gonna do an ombre effect with paint. You see what I'm saying? How one little thing, one little picture, one little idea could come and have a different multitude of different things. And how I would do that is basically just draw out the same whatever shape I want to give it that movement and do an ombre effect of everything. Hey, Miss Rose, baby, how you doing, sweetheart? You know. But yeah, like I said, so many different ideas, so many different concepts. This is the prototype right here. This is the launching pad. This is jumping off point. This is what a lot of stuff I have in this house that I make money from, even from the mask that I do, because I still do them. People still ask for them. The mask that I do, that first one I showed y'all, that was not very well done, taught me so much. Taught me that I need to paint the base of the mask first, so you won't see the white through it. I already know how to mix paint and mix colors. I already know the concept of color theory. So with that, now then I have to, okay, do I want to put all different types of rhinestones on it? No, let me just use the same shape but different colors, or the same color family in different sizes. Do I want to use square? Do I want to use round? Like it teaches you so much when you are creative, when you have to work through the problem. Offer something more than just beefing. I know this is y'all sector, the beefing sector was not. This is what y'all do. This is what y'all live for and thrive on. A lot of y'all like to scream, "Oh, I do more than just beef." Do you? Have you? I'm just saying. It's definitely good for the mind, Linda. It's definitely good for the mind. But yeah, just want to show you guys like this is the finished product. Well, it's not offering you something a little bit more than just beefing. Offering you a little bit something more than just the nonsense and the BS. A lot of y'all phase when I used to come on here and just do stuff and be creative on here was not. Well, come over here just to see the creativity. Just come over here for a reprieve from the nonsense and BS. Those of you who've been here for a while, y'all know this was the place where y'all will go or come when you wanted to get the anti-beef and bullshit. But every once in a while, you'll see me drag a bitch. You'll see me, snatch a motherfucker by their throat, which I can do very easily. But when you're creative, you can do it in more creative ways. When you're creative, you can do it in more creative ways. Remember when the whole story came out about somebody was eating somebody's while they was on their and I created a picture called somebody's dinner that looked like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, when you're creative, you can do stuff like that. You can read the bitches for their life without saying a word. You remember that Linda G? You remember that? It was called Somebody's Dinner. It was. And that's what it looked like. That's what I wanted it to look like. Like you was eating somebody's when they was on their and they you know, that's what it looked like. So you got the picture right now. Let me see if I can pull it out. Hold on one second, y'all. Let me see if I can find that picture. Let me find that picture, y'all. Somewhere over here. Let me find that picture, y'all. Somewhere over here. Where's it at? 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 Where's it at, y'all? Oh, it's right here. Bam. So I'm still gonna move stuff around, y'all. Still got shit in boxes. I got the space now to freak it out when I want to. Y'all, it's coming. It's coming. Give me a second. Let me pull it out. Let me pull it out. Y'all know I'm messy at times. Here it goes. Let me see one second. Remember this picture, y'all? I gotta have it that way though. Damn it. Remember that picture? Remember that picture? Remember that picture, y'all? I'm just saying. You can read a whole without reading a whole. Just be creative with it. I'm putting this down because this is the last part of it, and I want to make sure that it stays flat. It doesn't come up. Yeah. It's very easy to do. See, Linda G, that's the whole point. It's a great picture. Until it looks like, hold up, what is that? What's that thing right there? What's that right there? What? Are those lips? Gross! Gross! What's going on here? What's that? What's that right there? Are those lips on the side? What's in the? Oh my god! Just disgusting. Eat up, baby. Eat up. Eat the fuck up. I'm just saying, don't be mad at me because I'm creative, baby. This mind works all different types of ways. I'll drag you without even dragging you. I don't have to say your name. But don't be mad at me. I didn't do it. You know? Speaking of Pride Month, y'all. Speaking of Pride Month. Thank you, baby. Speaking of Pride Month. But yeah. So like I said, like you can add a little bit of mess into your seriousness. You can add a little bit of mess to everything you do. You can add a little bit of mess to it. You don't have to. Everything doesn't have to be always so vulgar and disgusting and violent and horrible. Like, who does that? Grow up. Grow up, y'all. Grow up. But yeah, got a lot of nice little things that I do. When he's talented, he's talented. When he's not like y'all, he's not like y'all. It doesn't mean he's better than anybody or think he's better than anybody. If your perception of me is that I'm better than you, then that's your perception of me. That's your own insecurities. But I come at you guys the way I come at you guys. And I've been coming at you guys the same way since I've been on here. Because since I've been on here, I've been the same person that I've always pretty much been. I've been a complete person. I'm a complete person. I'm not trying to be anything else other than what and who I am. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. But just know, either way, it doesn't bother me. Either way, it does not bother me. I'm okay because he's talented. He keeps himself busy. He keeps himself informed. And when I say that, I know a lot's going on, not because I'm watching y'all like that, because my phase are watching y'all. And if I find something interesting, what's not, if I need ammunition or think I need ammunition in the future, I get it. See, I'm the only one who says that, to be honest with you. Like, I don't watch, I guess I heard something about some people mentioning my name after the whole situation. I was on Deanna's channel, was not. Who? Huh? I don't know you. You broke. I don't know you. You're a joke. You want to get into a situation with me? I'm good. I'm good. I'll pass on that one. Thank you, though. Exactly. Well, you know, but it's not that. It's also about differentiating what you need to differentiate. You know what I'm saying? Like, you put certain things in certain boxes, and this YouTube thing, this Descriptor thing, is a box that is in the far back of my closet. I'm not trying to be a YouTube star. I'm trying to be a beef sector star. Y'all know the name. Y'all know what I do. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know the good, the bad, and the indifferent because I show you all the good, the bad, and the different. I don't show you the broke, lonely, and sad because I'm not broke, lonely, and sad. Unlike the majority of people on here. Like I've said, I was the first one to say this is the most popular y'all have ever been. This is the most attention a lot of y'all have ever received in your life. That's why y'all act the way y'all act. This is the most attention that a lot of y'all have ever received in your life. Let me sit in this chair right here. This little chair, oh, so the dinner done fail, y'all. The dinner done fail. But yeah. Now I'm going to close that out because it's not going to let me do what I need to do while sitting in this chair. But yeah. So I want to, like I said, people want to be mad. Oh, you don't got no numbers. Your numbers ain't, baby, the numbers that count, like I always say, are the numbers that's more important that I have. That the majority of you do not. Or should I say, do not? Oh, let me stop. I was going to be messy, y'all. I won't be messy, y'all. But do not have. But yeah, you know, people screaming, oh, I didn't say that, I didn't say that, but I'd be quiet. I'd be quiet. Y'all know I've been here for a minute, so I can go down a long pathway of bull crap that people want to come here and scream that they didn't do or they didn't say it. I can't believe this and that and the third. But the reality is, I have a pretty good memory. I don't have to have a video or a timestamp because back in the days we never used to do all that. We would just say what we used to say and everyone knew that it was true because they seen it as well. But nowadays, so much lying going on, so much backstabbing and bull crap going on, so much behind the scenes going on that everyone, what I'm saying, having to pour receipts, legitimate receipts. You know, like I said, here we go. I didn't want much. I didn't want much. I want to show y'all the process. Like I said, I got to clean up the edges of the piece. I got to clean up the edges. I have to take out some grid lines, seal it. Well, sorry, first I need to clean up the edges, take out the grid lines, clean it up a little bit, you know what I'm saying, with more black paint and stuff. So it can be nice and dark, and then seal it, and then it'll be ready to hang once it dries. It should be done by today, by the end of the day. I should hang it up and stuff by tomorrow. But yeah, just the process, the process. Yeah. Hope you guys liked it. You know what I'm saying? But if not, I understand. I understand completely. You know what I'm saying? People can't talk shit about it because they can't do it. You know what I'm saying? You can't create something, think about it. No problem, baby. You can't think of something as an original idea in your mind. Do a concept drawing of it or a concept aspect of it, create it, and make it happen. And show us the finished product. Until you can do that, your criticization or criticizing it. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. You criticizing it don't mean anything to me because it actually is absolutely non and void. You can't do what I do, but I guarantee you I can do what you do. You know what I'm saying? I can give you the products. I can give you the materials, and you wouldn't even know what to do with it. I used to when I went back to school at the nice age of 37, I was, whatever it was. When I went back to school, People were like, how did he don't have to do anything in class? Cause I don't have to. I grasp the concept. I go home in my safe space of work, do it, bring it back in the next class, and it's completely done. And he gets A's. That's why. The instructors make sure that I understood the concept. I explained it to him. I explained the concept to him, the theory behind it, and what needs to be done. They was happy with that. They understood that. They knew that I grasped the information. Now they let me execute in my safe space. I executed in my safe space, came back, outshined y'all, and y'all got mad. I say all the time, I can give you the same patterns, the same materials, and I guarantee you can't do what I do. There's only 2 people in that whole program who's been sewing and designing for 20 years apiece. One guy was a costume designer for a bunch of drag queens, and one guy was a designer of menswear, and he dressed Lisa Ray. Those are the 2 people that actually I was trying to catch up to, because they was light years as far as experience, not ideas, but experience and technique above where I was, because they've been doing it for 20 years apiece. One guy was 30 something as well. One guy was much older. So they've been doing it for a lot longer than I did. And like I said, when I started sewing, I know what a bobbin was. I know what a bobbin was in the sewing machine. I didn't know how to thread a sewing machine, anything. All I ever did was play with needle and thread. When I wanted to have tapered pants, remember back in the days when y'all know certain age range, they used to have the tapered pants, they used to do them yourself. I used to do that with needle and thread. I was take stuff apart and put it back together with needle and thread. I was more into mending stuff. But then I learned how to use a sewing machine. Shit. Y'all see the product. Y'all see what I showed. So yeah. But even then, they wasn't, like, if I had the mixed experiences they had, like now, they can't touch me. Now they can't touch me. But if I had a couple years more experience, they couldn't touch me back then either. Because, like I said, creativity is something that you are born with. You just need to learn how to express that creativity. Talent is something that you're born with. You just have to be able to nurture and nourish that talent. That's why I say what you feed will grow. That's why I always say, you guys, what you feed will grow. And what I've been seeing growing in this sector, that's why it's the 2.0 versus the OGs and the point dot this and a point dot that, and you bring in someone from over here, over there, because y'all feed the negativity. Y'all feed the bullshit. Y'all feed and gravitate towards that, and y'all wonder why it's here. You can't keep feeding a stray cat and expect the cat not to bring their friends. You can't walk around with shit on the bottom of your shoe in your house and then you wonder why your house smells like shit. What you feed will grow. That's why I say I don't mind a little beef and a little cussing out, a little snatching the bitch by their hair, you know what I'm saying? By their pussy lips was not. I don't mind that. I don't mind cussing the motherfucker out was not. I don't mind saying, forget talking, let's forget screaming and yelling on here, let's have a conversation face to face. Because after a while, it's null and void. Why do you think I only give people 1 or 2 videos? Y'all know that. You think I'm going to be going back and forth to people for years on end? Are you crazy? I'm not feeding that negative energy. Now, if you tap me on my shoulder, I'm going to respond to you. But I'm not just going to come out the blue because you do something stupid to come talk about it. Are you crazy? Give a fuck. If it doesn't involve me, I don't care. If you haven't said something about me, I do not care. You haven't put me into some bullshit, I do not care about it. I sit back and watch y'all make a fool of yourselves all day long. But what you feed grows. What you nourishes fosters. What you foster is what is the product of what you're gonna get. The same people always having problems. The same names you hear always into some bullshit. I'm just saying. Anyways, y'all, I've been here for damn 50 minutes. Time flies when you cussing a bitch out. No, that too, but time flies when you're having fun. But yeah, I'm just saying. Don't be mad at me, be mad at the situations. Don't be mad at me. I don't do anything but think of ways of being creative. Using all mediums that I have access to. Food, fashion, art, paint, twine, rocks, glitter, you know what I'm saying? Fabric, whatever. I have this also concept. I just have this concept. Who watched, what's that movie called? Cruella. Y'all remember the movie Cruella with, what's her name? She won 2 Oscars already. She's a young girl from the Spider-Man series. What's her name? Anyway, the movie Cruella. I got a concept from there that I'm going to try to execute as well. Using pistachio shells. You see how I just have to eat some more pistachios. Emma Roberts, not Emma Roberts. Emma Thompson, not Emma Thompson. Emma Thompson was in it. What is that girl's name from Cruella? Let me look it up on my other phone. What's her name? What's her name? But that dress that she made, that was made out of bug pods. Emma Stone. That's her name, Emma Stone. But yeah, that dress she made, and they put in a vault that was pods from bugs, and it came out and it was moth. I have a concept that I want to do something like that with some pistachio shells. And see that watching it also, you also saw the new movie One Simple Favor 2 with Blake Lively and Anna Kendrick. That was a dress that Anna Kendrick had on in like one of the scenes of that dress that I want to create a little mini collection with as well. Emma Stone, yes, Miss Queenie, Emma Stone. And yeah, there's a dress that Anna Kendrick had on in that movie that I want to do a little mini collection of, like just because it was this floral, like this real cheerful floral fabric. I'm thinking, oh, I can do that in like 18 different ways. So let me do that with some little pants, a little maxi dress, a little cigarette pants, a little short set, a little Valero jacket with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let me create that. But mine will be more. Hers was in flowy. I have the same. I have some similar fabric up and through here. I have like probably 25 yards of like probably 5 different floral patterns that's flowy. So it'll be something more flowy with an underline of so since the fabric is actually sheer. So it's like I said, just like I'm always thinking when I'm looking at stuff with it, I'm not looking for ideas, but if idea comes and I just sketched it out and put it on my board of creativity. Things I'm gonna do. But yeah. Yeah, I won't much. Just gonna come here and show y'all this artwork again. Show y'all how I went from the actual sketch. The sketch has a little more movement to it than this does, but it's okay though. You know. But like I said, this is a trial run. I'm gonna do it again, of course. I'm gonna do it. Actually, I have to do it 3 more times for this other bigger piece because the frequency I showed y'all too. I showed y'all connection. I showed y'all frequency. Frequency. Those are two that are gonna hung up in our home. Um, frequency is actually three 18 by 25s. So that'd be 36, 44. Oh, 54, I think. Whatever it is. Yeah, it's like, so it's going to be, that goes over our king size bed. That's one over our king size bed. So that one's going to be, take probably a little longer than this. Well, actually, probably not because I was just doing one side at a time of this right here. But my husband was like, well, why don't you just, while that one side is drying, why don't you start on the other side? But he didn't tell me that till like after I almost finished halfway through one side. I'm like, that is a great idea, baby. Thank you. I appreciate it. See, have a help partner, someone who supports you in what you're doing. That's why I created that's why I'm creating this series called Relationships, because you have to have somebody that has your back, that helps you, makes your life easier, not harder. Because if I didn't do that, I would have been still stuck probably halfway through this. I'll do probably like 5, 6 rows of twine on one side, work out the middle, 5 or 6 things down the middle, and then go to the other side and then have it all dry. So it was constantly being worked on some way, shape or form. And when it dries in a couple hours or so, actually it takes more than a couple hours. This took me like a week and a half to do this between working and stuff. We can have 2 weeks. Because it takes a while to dry and you want to make sure that it's laying flat and all the different things. Some rolls, because the twine is bigger, I'm saying thicker, although it's still the same 3 ply twine. It's, saying some things are thinner, some things are thicker, So so sometimes you gotta make sure everything is even. So it just took me a minute. Anyway, y'all, didn't want much. Hope y'all enjoyed this. Like I said, a break from the beefing and the craziness and the monotony and stupidity and ugliness, whatever I'm saying. Show y'all a little beauty, a little creativity. I'm saying? Something other than beefing. Something other than just beefing, y'all. This your boy Food Junkie. I said what I said. I'm saying? Love you guys. But as always, it's not important that I love you guys. It's more important that you love yourself, love someone else, respect yourself, and definitely respect someone else. You know what I'm saying? Um, Hope everyone has a great day. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Hope you guys are getting prepared for your weeks, whatever may happen or whatever may come of them. Y'all have a great day. I will talk to you crazy kids some other time. Love y'all. Till next time, it's your boy Food Junkie. I'm out. Peace.